As the Marvel Cinematic Universe moves forward, it should start thinking about who will replace Nick Fury. The Contessa Valentina Allegra de la Fontaine is thought to be the person who will replace Nick, but the MCU is about to introduce the real person who will take their place. Also, Secret Invasion looks like it will be the show that Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. never had a chance to be. Years after ABC's S.H.I.E.L.D. series ended, characters from Marvel's comics' top secret intelligence agency will be back on TV. Starting us off, forget the Contessa, Marvel introducing the real Nick Fury replacement. The MCU keeps growing with the multiverse saga, which, as its name suggests, is about the dangers and mysteries of the multiverse. It also looks at different kinds of struggles and battles, like Wanda's personal problems in WandaVision and a supernatural adventure in the Halloween special Werewolf by Night. The TV side of the MCU is getting stronger, and Marvel has a long list of upcoming TV shows, including Secret Invasion, that are all part of the multiverse saga. Secret Invasion is based on a comic book storyline with the same name. The Skrulls, who were first seen in the Marvel Captain, will be back, and it'll be shown that they will have infiltrated all parts of life on Earth. Nick Fury, Ben Mendelsohn as Talos, and Colby Smulders as Maria Hill will be back in Secret Invasion. Kingsley Ben-Adir as Gravik, Olivia Colman as Sonya Falsworth, and Emilia Clarke as Abigail Brand will also make their first appearances. Abigail Brand is the best choice for the MCU to replace Nick Fury. Will Abigail Brand be on the Avengers side or against them? So far, S.H.I.E.L.D. has cameoed in one MCU movie, and it wasn't a good one. Maria Rambeau started the group, but when Tyler Hayward took over, it started doing dangerous things by turning on white vision, like S.H.I.E.L.D. Not everyone at S.W.O.R.D. has the best intentions, which could give the future Avengers team a new set of enemies. Now, Abigail Brand will probably be a powerful ally in a Secret Invasion, but there's still a lot to learn about S.W.O.R.D., its role in the MCU, and the people in charge. Depending on where it stands during the conflicts of Avengers, the Kang Dynasty, and Avengers Secret Wars, Brand could go from being an ally of the Avengers to a foe, turning S.W.O.R.D. against them. Abigail Brand's S.W.O.R.D. looks like the Boy Scouts with S.H.I.E.L.D. Abigail Brand is a special agent who first appeared in the 2004 issue of Astonishing X-Men Volume 3, Number 3. Brand is the leader of S.W.O.R.D., a bunch of S.H.I.E.L.D. that protects Earth from threats from other planets. As such, she was a part of the Secret Invasion storyline. Brand was born on the planet Axis to an alien father and an Earth woman. She got the X gene from her Earth mother. Brand was a special agent for the US government before she joined S.W.O.R.D., and by the time she was 28, she had full command. Now, as we've already said, the Sentiment World Observation and Response Department is an organization whose job is to deal with extraterrestrial threats to world security. Because of this, it makes S.H.I.E.L.D. look like the Boy Scouts. In the comics, S.W.O.R.D. and the X-Men stopped Order the Breakworld and the Breakworldians from firing a missile at Earth. During the Secret Invasion, Brand was able to break into one of the Skrulls' ships and free Reed Richards, which was a key part of defeating the Skrulls. Now that S.H.I.E.L.D. is no longer a part of the MCU, S.W.O.R.D. can take its place and do what S.H.I.E.L.D. was never able to do, and it had many failures in the MCU. S.W.O.R.D. is already part of the MCU because it was introduced in WandaVision, but the organization can do a lot more than infiltrate Westview and make an android like White Vision. Next up, Secret Invasion will be what Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. never could. Based on how Secret Invasion is being promoted, the Phase 5 series is already shaping up to be a real spy-heavy MCU episode. Usually, that's what you'd expect from a show like the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but it couldn't do that because TV networks had their other plans. So, even though Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. had a lot of interesting, well-developed characters and stories, where there was still a lot of content that neither it nor the Agent Carter could go into. And while there are still places that won't go with its Disney Plus shows, the level of violence that is offered in Werewolf by Night and Moon Knight create a blueprint for what Marvel can do with Secret Invasion. Can people from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show up in the Secret Invasion? The fact that Secret Invasion deals with concepts and characters compared to what was featured in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. raises questions about whether or not the series can bring in any familiar faces. Marvel wrapped up the storylines of the core characters. There is a chance, though, that it could change how well well-known Marvel comic heroes were portrayed in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. with or without original actors that played them. With this in mind, it shouldn't be ruled out that Quake, Mockingbird, and Glenn Talbot will show up. Why Secret Invasion is so exciting for the MCU. If Marvel Studios had the creative freedom that ABC didn't, as well as the basic premise of the story, they could make Secret Invasion into an exciting spy thriller for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. At least with the Marvel lineup on Disney+, the Marvel Cinematic Universe hasn't done that yet, which is a large part of what makes Secret Invasion a one-of-a-kind and highly anticipated Phase 5 film. If the previous Marvel television shows Werewolf by Night, Moon Knight, and She-Hulk, Attorney at Law are any indication, Secret Invasion will be another show that pushes the boundaries and tells the story that Marvel wants to tell. The Skrulls are a significant contributor to the series' potential for high drama and suspense. Because the aliens have the ability to change their appearance, it will be difficult to determine who the bad guys are and who can be trusted throughout the series. Even though well-known Marvel Cinematic characters like Don Cheadle's War Machine won't be safe from the Skrulls' ability to replace people without anyone noticing, sometimes for years at a time. This is because the Skrulls are skilled at what they're doing. The plot of Secret Invasion is structured in such a way that almost every character's choices and motivations will be called into question by viewers at some point during the course of the show. Because of this, every turn and twist will have an even greater impact on the suspense. Moving on, Secret Invasion is doing justice to 3 MCU Phase 1 characters. 3 well-known cinematic universe characters will at long last have their moment in the spotlight thanks to the upcoming show Secret Invasion on Disney+. MCU's Secret Invasion has a much-anticipated show for quite some time. Spider-Man, Far From Home, and Captain Marvel, both of which were released in 2019, were responsible for laying the groundwork for the Skrull plotline. Since the release of Far From Home, Nick Fury has been absent from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it's likely that the show will provide additional insight into his character. On the other hand, there are some other characters who will eventually be given the opportunity to be developed further. The actress who plays Maria Hill, Kobe Smulders, has stated that the upcoming episode, Secret Invasion, will give Maria more depth, and she's even hinted that some of Maria's past will be revealed. Don Cheadle has also spoken positively about his performance in the role of James Rhodey Rhodes, also known as War Machine. He is going to return for the following season. According to Cheadle, the character experienced a rebirth thanks to the show via EW. Since the beginning of Phase 1, each of these characters has played an important role in the MCU, and it appears that Secret Invasion will at long last provide them with the spotlight that they have been waiting for. Finally, Secret Invasion plays to Fury and Maria's strength. Someone, maybe Fury himself, is building a relationship with humans and Skrulls. This is shown at the end of WandaVision when a Skrull in disguise recruits Monica Rambeau. Fury puts together the Avengers, so it's clear that he is good at bringing people together and making teams. This new team-up is likely to happen in Secret Invasion, even though we don't know why he did that in Secret Invasion. Hill might not be as loyal as him this time if they want to show her as she was in the comics. Nick Fury has made decisions in the MCU that were morally questionable in the past, but Hill has always stood by him. So far, Phase 4 has shown the results of Nick Fury's real Avenger team, and it hasn't been as noble as bringing together a group of remarkable people. As seen in Ms. Marvel and Spider-Man No Way Home, it seems like control over enhanced people as they've only gotten stricter, and Nick may be to blame, especially if he's a Skrull in disguise. A lot about the new Disney Plus show is still a secret, but the fact that the 3 returning characters will finally get the screen time they deserve has kept people interested. Fury, Hill, and Rhodey could go in many different directions, and it's likely that all 3 of them will play bigger roles in the MCU in the future. The first episode of Secret Invasion will air on Disney Plus in early 2023. Well, that's all for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Till next time, cheers!